Okay, so if you've been around Atomy for a while, you've probably heard this phrase, the 50,000 PV miracle. But what does that actually mean? Today, we're going to break down this incredible strategy and show you exactly how to go from the old, kind of uncertain way of doing business to a new system that's totally predictable. Let's get right into it. Think about the old way of doing things. It was kind of like walking through a thick fog, right? You'd be spending your own time and money, buying meals, giving gifts, and really just hoping for the best, with no guarantee of any results. It was just exhausting. But this new system? It is a complete game changer. We're talking about a clear, predictable formula. It's not about just gathering random people anymore. It's about duplicating a method that is proven to work. All right, let's dive into the absolute core of this thing. And honestly, you should think of it like, well, like learning your multiplication tables. It's that fundamental. Once you get it, you can just apply it over and over and over again. So what's it all about? At its heart, the whole strategy is built on this really simple promise: 3 core actions that you can repeat to create a steady income, just by focusing on using the products and duplicating the process.
The entire system really just boils down to these 3 steps. First, you become a real consumer. This isn't about selling, it's about you personally using the products. Just by switching things you already buy, like Noonie Juice or Omega-3, over to Atomy's amazing products, hitting that 50,000 PV target is actually pretty easy. Step 2, find just 2 partners who are willing to commit to doing the exact same thing. And step 3, this is the most important part, you teach those 2 people how to perfectly duplicate the process. That's it. That is the foundation for everything.
Okay, so 3 simple steps. That sounds easy enough. But how does that turn into this massive, explosive growth? How do just 2 people multiply into a whole army? Let's take a look at the engine of duplication and see how it works. So, month 1. This is where the magic really starts. You find your 2 dedicated partners, and right away, you teach them to do exactly what you did. The moment they find their 2 partners, that little spark of duplication has been lit.
And you won't believe how fast the momentum built. By the end of just a second month, that simple duplication starts to create exponential growth. Your 2 partners find their 2, and they find their 2, and so on, and suddenly your team has expanded to 30 active, committed partners. This is really the first time you see the true power of the system.
And then comes month 3. This is what we call the tipping point. You know, it's like heating up a pot of water. It takes time, it takes energy, but then suddenly it starts to boil. All that effort you've been putting in suddenly creates these huge, visible results. You're not just growing a team anymore. You're achieving real, tangible success.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This chart looks complicated, but don't worry about all the numbers. Let's just focus on the big takeaway here. If you just follow the duplication, by the end of month 3, your team grows to over 60 people. And this row right here, it shows that their combined effort creates a massive 6.3 million in group PV. Now, to become a sales master, you only need 2.5 million. This system doesn't just get you there, it blows right past the goal. This is the mathematical proof that this duplication engine is the real deal.
Look, becoming a sales master is huge. It's a massive milestone. But it's really just the beginning. So let's shift our focus to the grand vision and see how this system is designed to take you all the way to the top. Now, this roadmap you're seeing, this isn't just some pie-in-the-sky dream. It's a real, mathematically based scenario. It shows you the insane potential speed of this model. If you followed the system perfectly, you could hit Diamond Master in month 4, Sharon Rose in 5, Royal Master in 6, and finally reach the peak, Imperial Master, in just 8 months. It just goes to show you how unbelievably powerful perfect duplication can be. And this chart here, it really just maps out that journey for us. See how the PV you need for each level, from Sales Master all the way up to Imperial, is just systematically met by that exponential growth we keep talking about? The duplication engine is literally designed to create the volume you need to climb that ladder of success, one step at a time.
But let's be real for a second. With this kind of crazy, rapid growth, how on earth do you manage it all without getting totally overwhelmed? How do you keep this powerful engine running smoothly instead of letting it just fall apart? Because that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? When your team just explodes in size, who do you even focus on? It's impossible to manage everyone. If you try, you're just going to burn out, and your efforts will be spread so thin they won't do any good. So, where do you put your energy?
Well, the answer is this really powerful management tool called the Miracle Note. And the whole idea is actually pretty simple. It's all about intense focus. You don't even try to manage hundreds of people. Instead, you carefully select 7 core leaders on your left and 7 on your right. Then, you pour 100% of your energy into those 14 people. Your job is to teach them to become perfect duplicators. Then, you create synergy by having them all work together and help each other, which makes the whole group way more powerful. Okay, so we've covered the formula, the growth, and how to manage it. But there's one last piece to this puzzle, and honestly, it's the most important part of the whole system. It's a fundamental shift in how you see your role in all of this. Just take a look at this quote. It reveals the ultimate secret to all of this. Your real job isn't just to do the plan yourself. Your real job is to get so good at it that you can create other teachers, partners who can turn around and perfectly explain and demonstrate this system to someone totally new. That, right there, is the key to creating sustainable success. So what does that mean in practical terms? It means you have to totally rethink where your energy goes. You should spend about 20% of your time just mastering the system for yourself. But the other 80%, the huge majority of your time, has to be dedicated to teaching, mentoring, and helping your partners become amazing at this. The whole center of gravity shifts from me to we. When it all comes down to it, it's about this one thing. The real, lasting power of this system isn't about how good you are. It's about how good you are at duplicating your knowledge in other people, creating this ever-growing network of capable leaders. So there you have it, the whole formula laid out step by step. It's not just a business plan, is it? It's more like a curriculum for creating success. So the only real question left is the one you gotta ask yourself. Are you just going to be a doer, somebody who just follows the steps, or are you ready to become a real teacher, someone who duplicates this formula and truly empowers others to win?